Hey, what's up guys, Shuckle King here. A little introduction before we get to this video series, which is Trailed to the Top. Trying to get to the top 100 of the Random Battles ladder. Now I was going to start this a week and a half ago, have it uploaded, and I recorded a few episodes up front, and then I got really sick. So I've been out of commission for about a week or so, not in the mood to edit videos or upload them, so we'll have a couple battles from before the DLC releases, and now that the DLC is out, I will be continuing the series after I beat the game, so check out when I stream the DLC too. But after that, I'll random battles to the top 100 using the new Pokemon. So, introduction, again, thanks for the 1,000 subscribers, and we'll get right to the video. Hello, Shuckle King here, bringing you Trailed to the Top. This is a series in dedication to me hitting 1,000 subscribers. Really appreciate everyone's support. So to trail to the top, my goal here is to go to the top of the Random Battles ladder. Again, this is a brand new account. Hopefully you'll see from the beginning, and hopefully we can get onto the top of the ladder. For this series, I believe the goal is to try to get to top 100. Now, for reference, I have been on the top 500. I don't remember if I've been in top 100 on the Random Battles ladder or not. I actually play a decent amount of Random Battles Blitz, which gives you 10 seconds maximum to pick your moves. If you don't pick a move within 10 seconds, then you automatically lose. So, very quick pace, maybe a little bit random, but it allows you to really make quick decisions. So, I think that's going to be a little too hard of a video to do. I have been on the top with multiple accounts on the top of the Random Battles Blitz ladder, but that ladder is definitely not as popular. So hopefully I can get this out to you daily. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. This was voted on in the community tab. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate everyone's support with this. So yes, we have Abomasnow, Florges, Venomoth. So Veil, always good, especially if you have a setup mon like Dragonite normally, but it's Choice Banded, which, interesting there. Leafeon doesn't have Recovery, which wouldn't be great anyway because of Snow. Venomoth could be my way to try to win this game, because Tentenland still hits pretty hard against Pokemon that are resisted to it. Now, it looks like my opponent has left, so that'd be a great way to kick off the series to get a win. It looks like I don't really have a downside to just click Aurora Veil and to go from here. Toxic is not too bad on Abomasnow. Hopefully I could set this up multiple times. I could even go into Venomoth. Bellabolt is decently strong with Electromorphosis if you don't have a ground type, and even then Muddy Water does okay damage, and Toxic is going to be annoying. But we could see here it's not going to be Volt Switch. So it's not going to gain at least a little bit of momentum. So a couple options here. I can go into Florges, but I don't want to get poisoned. Venomoth is fine. So Viper. I could also just Earthquake and deal decent damage. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot to me in return. And it appears that we have our first win. Awesome. Hopefully we can get into an actual real game and actually play an opponent here. Alright, Heracross. Guts is fairly common. There is Earthquake on Banded or Scarf sets. Iron Hands is pretty decent because it can take just about any hit reliably and has good enough attack. The base power to moves aren't particularly strong, but you can recover. But I'm going to get another forfeit win. We're going to keep this going. Hopefully we can maybe forfeit our way to the top. But the trail to the top might include some forfeits, so hopefully they're not going to be on my end. Now, we have a decent setup Mew here, set up in terms of getting hazards. Unfortunately, there's a Poison Arceus, which could set up Swords Dances. Am I worried about that? It would be Swords Dance, Gunk Shot, Flare Blitz, maybe Earthquake. What would be my response to take this on? I don't have a ton. You're also going to be generally scared out because I could go for Psychic, so go for Rocks. This is definitely fine. Now, Noctowl, because it's high level, can definitely be a threat, so I do have to watch out for it. It's going to be pretty tough for me to switch into this Pokemon. I might have to accept that I'm going to just get rocks up. I think I'm going to taunt to prevent a Noctowl from setting up Calm Mind. Or even a Defog. That's also fine. Hurricane and Hyper Voice. I mean, the special defense of my team is definitely not great. Glaceon is okay. I think I go into this. It's an okay win condition with Calm Mind. And this is also win condition in dodging hurricanes. I will definitely take that. I think I can just fire off a Freeze Dry. I'd like to get damage on this Noctowl. Hopefully I can revenge it in the future with, say, a Tornadus. Arceus Poison comes out. I'm fine getting damage on this. Especially if it's a critical hit. Wow. Hopefully we can keep those lucks through the entire trail. Now, it doesn't have recovery here. So Wish is kind of free. I don't believe a Flare Blitz is going to kill me. Wheezing is also another pretty free switch in. You're not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to me. Liquidation does nothing. You do lower the defense, which is a little bit unfortunate. Do I switch out? I think I stay in. I don't really do a ton of damage back. I think Fire Blast is okay. Unfortunately, it does not realize that my Wheezing is Levitate, but I miss anyway, so not rewarded there. I think I can just go into Mew. Liquidation, Earthquake. Gunk Shot is 100%, and I imagine it's going to be some setup move. Either Swords Dance, as we see here. I believe I should take one hit and kill and return with a Psychic. Though Arceus, it's going to be pretty strong. Water type is interesting. You might be able to live the hit. You do live the hit. So a little unfortunate. If you go for... Oh, I guess Gunk Shot could miss. So I might have to rely on that. Or you just go for Liquidation and not get the kill. So I'm definitely alright with this. Mew's looking okay. Gets up Stealth Rocks. I might be able to get up Toxic Spikes as well, which seems definitely good with me. I could taunt to prevent that. I think Toxic Spike can go up here. I doubt you're going to defog, especially because I showed taunt earlier. Now, I have an option. I think I probably go in the Crabominable. Hurricane's going to be doing a lot to it. With Noctowl. Hurricane has a low chance to kill. I kill in return with even a close combat. I think I'm fine with this. I would trade the Crabominable for the Noctowl, because you're either going to defog and lose this Pokemon, or you bring me down low, but I keep Stealth Rocks and T-Spike. Because I would assume you don't have another remover on the team, and I assume you don't have another Grounded Poison. Volcarona is quite threatening. I do have a Crawdaunt, which is definitely fine, especially because the Arceus is already Terra'd. Do I switch into something else? Crabominable is pretty decent. How much does Crawdaunt do to Volcarona? Aqua Jet, Choice Banded has a very good chance to kill. I think I sack off the Wheezing and then I bring in the Crawdaunt and just go for an Aqua Jet. If we can get a little bit of chip damage on this, that would be even better. We'll see if we live the hit. We are not. That was not in our favor to live. I can go into Crawdaunt. Very worst case, I can go into Tornadus and Revenge Kill. Worst case would be going for Aqua Jet, not getting a kill, getting burned, and then going for a Roost. But we do get the kill. That was highly in our favor. We're looking in an okay spot. Crabominable hits super, super tough, and it has enough bulk to where it can live any hit. Now, Altaria is scary. I do have 2 ice types, so I think I'm okay. I think I can go into Glaceon. Glaceon is level 94, so pretty high stats. And Freeze Dry should be doing a ton of damage. I might not kill it because Altaria also has pretty high special defense. That's also not doing anything to me. And Freeze Dry was actually always guaranteed to kill. Yeah, the special defense of Altaria isn't that high. And Freeze Dry looks pretty good against his Wish Cache. Never really need to overthink it. It looks like we're going to get another convincing win. Not as convincing as the first 2 wins, because they were forfeits, so that seems pretty reasonable. Pheasantipity, I'm not quite sure why this wasn't brought in over to Wish Cache, because Wish Cache is going to die to a Freeze Dry. And especially because I am faster. I could continuously freeze dry. Unfortunate for the misses, but I don't think there's too much you could do there. I believe this is Assault Vest based on the damage that I'm doing. So that's pretty good damage. I win the game at this point. We're crawling on, so I'm going to just continue to get damage with freeze dry, and I should be in a decent spot to win this. So the lower part of the ladder might be a little bit of a drag. Hopefully we can get decent ranking in this video. I'm going to try to make the videos like 30 minutes, not even get the kill there. Nice. So pick up another win, and we're going to keep going. We're in the 1100s. There we go. You only need about double this, and then we're in good shape. Now, Delibird could be spikes. I imagine if you're going to lead with this, you're probably the spike variant. Could be Insomnia or Vital Spirit. Honestly, it doesn't matter for the ability. Yuan's not going to work. We have Halucha, which is a great endgame sweeper. We have Rocks, and we can remove the spikes outside of a Ghost type, which is great. I do have a Ghost switch in. Conkeldurr is pretty good attacking if I can. I don't have Momentum on the team. And Choice Scarf Scandalor. I like the look of this team. I just go for Freeze Dry. Maybe I 2 a KO, and I do. That's great. I'm fine getting the 2 layers of spikes to have a 6-on-5 advantage, especially because I have removal, and hopefully Fortress can do so. And I do have a switch into Ghost if that's the answer. Maybe not like a... What's the mischievous Pokemon? Fluttermane. That's right. Fluttermane would be pretty good against me. Now, you could set up here. Fortress is a pretty decent switch in. I don't think you tidy up because you already set up 2 layers of spikes. And I don't think you go for a bite either, but I don't think I need to go into my Chandelure yet. And this is a quite strong move. Unfortunately, they only get 4 hits, which is not great. And we have a pretty good answer to Fortress. Masshold is one of the scariest Pokemon, especially with Terra. Body Press is doing a ton of damage, so I could go for that. I think I'm alright just going for a Rapid Spin. Though we do see the Encore there. I could go into Chandelure predicting the Encore. Because, worst case, you could just go for a Population Bomb predicting me to be scared of you going for an Encore. And we have an Iron Jugulus. Not great for my Chandelure. And not that great for everything on my team. Though you don't have a lot to really hit my Glaceon for hard damage. I think I can go into this. The worst thing would probably be going for a U-turn and gaining momentum. Earth Power is not going to be doing a lot of damage. That could be Choice Specs, though. I should be able to just go for... It's a close... That's actually like a high roll, so I should not be in range. I'm actually not in range of being 2 KO'd outside of a crit. I could throw out a Wish, because I'm not too worried about the Mass Hold coming in, because I do have a Fortress. And worst case, like if it brings it in right now, I can just heal up the Fortress and get the full. So I think that's going to be the play. You are going to tidy up, so you're going to get stronger, but you're going to be in range to where Body Press could just kill right here. You're going for double attack, though. You're not going to be doing a lot of damage to Fortress, especially if you feint to the attack. So, Fortress, great Pokemon. Lost to it in my last week against Gentleman Thomas. The Fortress was very good against my team. Iron Jugulus comes out. You could go for a Fire Blast here. I think you really have done your job. Do I want to try to get damage? If you go for Fire Blast, I do have a Chandelure to switch in. I think I'm okay getting up Stealth Rocks here. And also because we know his Choice Specs, I can also go into Chandelure here and save my Fortress for later. I'll have boosted fire moves, which sounds pretty good. You're not going to ideally you don't have too many answers to this. Scarf Chandelure with Flash Fire, that's basically like a choice specs boost with the speed. This is going to be pretty good. Garchomp might get to a KO'd, but I do not land a hit. I would not have 2 KO'd, but I would have done some damage. It would have been great. But unfortunately, we don't get that. Now we can go... You could go for Sword Stance here for sure. I do have a Squawk ability to outspeed, but this is a time where Fortress can faint here. I can go for a Body Press to do some damage. If I go for a Rapid Spin, I'm going to actually die to the recoil damage from Rough Skin, so I wouldn't actually be able to remove hazards, especially because he's Rocky Helmet. Which, if he is a Stealth Rock lead, then he is going to be Rocky Helmet. Now, he has Fire Blast. Chandelure is not going to kill. Squawk ability is taking Stealth Rock damage. I do outspeed the Iron Jugulis, so it's a pretty good Pokemon to have. I go into Squawk ability and hope I get the kill. Brave Bird. There really shouldn't be too many switch-ins into a Choice Banded. Squawk ability, Brave Bird. Squawk ability has level 89. So decent speed on this Pokemon. And that's going to destroy. That was actually with a Choice Banded set. Always going to kill. I wouldn't kill from full. It does like 70%. Now Crydon comes out. It is slower. You could go for a Terra Fire. But Brave Bird kills this. If you Terra Fire, you might barely live the hit. So I will go for that chance. Unfortunately, I don't get it. Now, if he was a Scale Shot set, that would have been pretty scary. Going for the Collusion Course does not show if he's either loaded dice or a fast attacker. I imagine you probably would Scale Shot. So I think he's Choice Banded. I can go into... Hawlucha's not going to kill is the problem. Probably is going to be Choice Banded. I get enough damage on this to where Chandelure should be able to revenge kill in the future. I am looking a little bit weak to Iron Jugulis. As long as I can keep my Glaceon healthy, I should be okay. I'm going to go for a close combat here. This will give me double speed with Unburden. Collusion Course should not be able to kill me. As Spathor comes out. So this is fine me getting the speed boost with Hawlucha. Now Brave Bird does... I don't have Brave Bird. I have Acrobatics. I'm doing about 50%. I think that's okay. I will die to the Lumina Crash. Oh, gonna even stay in and it's leftovers. Okay. So a leftover set would be Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam. That's not great to see. I could make an aggressive play and go into Conkeldurr. Another option is to go into Glaceon and go for a Yawn. There is a low chance of a substitute, however. I could also go into Chandelure. Chandelure seems pretty decent. Shadow Ball should be doing a lot of damage. Now you could be substitute, and I don't have Infiltrator. We can see how much a Shadow Ball is doing. I'm doing about 70% to a Spathor right now. And it's not great because Conkeldurr is not going to be able to kill. I think I go for a Trick. Which gonna power up the stored power. But I think I let this go, and then I bring in Hawlucha in the future. So we're gonna let this go. We have to go into Conkelder. I'm going to have to terrestrialize normal and go for a knockoff. We'll see. I should be able to live this hit. I do. Great. Knockoff. I'm not going to be able to kill. But now I have Mach Punch. So that'll be able to pick it off. And I will be able to do a little bit of damage to whatever else wants to come in. So that's great for me. Now, Crydon could come in. I mean, I'm going to Mach Punch whatever comes in. Iron Juggler is going to be taking rocks damage, which is definitely helpful. Glaceon is probably going to be the way to try to win this. Now, a U-turn could come out. If Crydon comes out, then I think I have to go into Hawlucha. Like, if the Iron Juggler goes for a U-turn. Goes for a Hurricane. Now, does my Hawlucha kill the Iron Jugulus? I'm not going to kill with a close combat. It's not in my favor to kill. I go into Glaceon. And I go for... I think I go for a Wish. So that is great for me. So I can go for a Freeze Dry and pick up a kill. And I'm also going to be at 100% health. That is quite unfortunate, missing 2 Hurricanes, but I will take that. They already trash-sized with the Massault. Their team was super powerful, by the way. So definitely happy I'm getting this win here. I believe it's choice banded set. So I don't think we're going to be able to go for any move that kills me. And we're going to get the win. So, off to the next one. Okay, we have Choice Banded Gallade against the Staraptor. Not a great lead there. We have Belly Bolt, which is great, especially if they don't have a ground type. If they go for a normal move, that's going to do quite a bit of damage to my Belly Bolt. But I'll be able to survive. That's a ton of damage. We know it's Choice Banded based off of that. I could slack off here, but I'm in a pretty comfortable health to where I should live 2 Brave Birds by Staraptor. So I can just go right for a Toxic. It is close, though. But I don't think you're going to stay in with the Staraptor. Staraptor is very strong against my team. Because as you see, I do have Ice Shard to revenge kill. You're going to die, Appleton's going to die. So yeah, Toxic is a fine play here. Brings in a Steel type. Quite unfortunate. Go for an Iron Head. Close combat's also a play. I don't have a great switch into this either, because you most likely have knockoff. That's going to do a ton of damage to Palisand. I think I'd trade and do a bunch of damage with Thunderbolt. I might even kill. I just miss out on a kill. I might live a hit. If you go for a close combat, I'm not going to live. I should have lived that most of the time. I think actually all the time I would have lived the knockoff. I can go into... I don't have anything that can set up on this. So we'll go for a Dark Pulse and get the kill. Staraptor is probably going to take another Pokemon and then revenge kill. I do have a couple options, which is fine. I would want to keep the Gallade around. It's a pretty strong Pokemon. We're going to do no damage. A Houndoom is not going to be doing a ton. I do live a Scald. I could also go into Appleton. Appleton, it could be really great going for Terra Steel late game. We're going to go for Nasty Plot and go for a bunch of damage on the Milotic, because I should live 1 Scald. If I get a flinch with Dark Pulse, I also will take this on 1-on-1. So we're going to go for that, and hopefully we can get it. We don't get it. We're going to bring it pretty weak, though. Base 182 speed. My Gallade does not outspeed, My Bax Caliber does not outspeed. Definitely unfortunate. Sacred Sword is going to be doing a lot of damage. Sacred Sword is going to kill even if you go for recover. There's a little chance that he lives, but no. Okay. So this is fine. Staraptor can come out and claim a kill. Unfortunately, we'll have to figure out what member is most valuable to keep. I also have a play to go into Palisand and maybe to go for a double edge. Probably unlikely. Palisand also can't really do too much to the Staraptor, outside of making sure it takes some recoil damage. Okie Dokie comes out. It'll go right for a bulk up. It is always Terra Dark. I believe I just go into Palisand, somewhat sacking it, but he does go for a Gunk Shot, gets a poison. Knockoff is actually going to do nothing to me, and Earth Power does a ton of damage back. I'm fine making that play. I'm fine getting chip damage on this. That's pretty good damage. Shadow Ball also gets to kill. I don't have a play to go to hit the Staraptor, but I will trade his Okidogi for Palisand. We are down 3 Pokemon. We have okay Pokemon in the back. Appleton is an issue because it's slower than the Berserker, which most likely almost always has close combat. That might actually be a play to go into Appleton. Okay, if we can get this kill, we'll take this exchange. For like some chip damage with, say, an Iron Head. U-turn comes out, also does a lot of damage. A Staraptor comes out. I can go for a Steel. Close combat does not kill me normally. So I can Trastalize and recover. Brave Bird comes out. Awesome. Now, Draco Meteor might have been a play there to guarantee the kill. But now that the Staraptor is weakened, Bass Caliber can always revenge kill. Is he going to let me have this? Okay, that is alright. We can make an aggressive play to go into Gallade on a Berserker going for close combat. And I think that's worth it to make that risk. It's tough to say how strong Bax Caliber is going to be in the back, because it's not a setup Pokemon. Does go for close combat. Great. Sacred Sword is generally nice. Psycho Cut invites in dark types. Sacred Sword invites in ghost types. Night Slash is just not as strong because it's not stab. We'll go for the hardest hitting move in Sacred Sword. Make sure we get the kill there. And hopefully we can prevent anything that comes in and just defeats me. So we are up 3-2, I guess, but 2 Pokemon are 50% health. We don't have information on the last 2. Ferret comes out here. Ferret's going to do a lot of damage because Ferret is pretty high level. Now, how much damage are you doing to Appleton? You are doing like no damage. You would have to be Choice Bandit and go for a Brick Break. And even better, U-turns out. That's awesome. So definitely Choice Bandit, and it doesn't even have access to fighting coverage. This is not Citrus Berries. This is going to be a Choice Banded set. We can see if Appleton will live that. Bass Caliber is also pretty decent in this circumstance. We can go for... I think we just go for Glaive Rush, and we should always win. Because if Ferret goes for, say, a Trick, then Baxcalibur is going to kill with the +1 attack I have as well. We know his Choice Banded. Knockoff is not going to do enough from the Ferret. And he's going to go for a Double Edge, which is definitely not going to do enough to Appleton. Recover up enough here to make sure that we are going to be healthy and make sure we don't lose our critical hit. That was kind of scary. But yeah, I always live that hit. We can recover a couple times here. I should be out of range. Go for an Apple Acid, and we should be able to win the game here. So he starts us off with a couple wins. I will definitely take that. All right, so I believe I could type in rank. All right, 5-0. We'll take that for the first video. All right, until next time, later, guys.